Merci, Alexandre. We have our last speaker for you tonight, and that's Chris Hand, also known as Zeke, with Montreal Hamburgers, Why They Are Art, and How They Dance. Bienvenue, Chris.
As some of you who know me, being up on here is a lot of adrenaline, so I'd like to start with a poem. It's called, or an excerpt of a poem. It's Food by Brenda Hillman. In a side booth at McDonald's, before your music class, you go up and down in your seat like an arpeggio under the poster of the talking hamburger. Two white eyes rolling around in the top bun of the thin patty of beef imitating the tongue of its animal nature. You eat merrily. I watch the Oakland mommies trying to understand what it means to be single. It didn't do a damn thing for my adrenaline. Sorry about that. Yeah, for those of you who know me, I talk about hamburgers, I talk about dance, I talk about art. Figured we combine them, so this is a burger at Brasserie T. It's a delicious burger. It's a very conservative burger. It's a French burger. That's me sort of just about to eat it. It reminds me of Les Grands Ballets Canadiens and James William Morris. James William Morris is an extremely conservative Canadian painter, and Les Grands Ballets Canadiens are just about the most conservative ballet company in the country. This is buns. It's only good if you're, 3 o'clock in the morning, 3/4 clocked, and have $5 in your pocket. It reminds me of Manon Olney, who is probably a dance company, a dance choreographer that you guys haven't heard of in Zeeland. That is, Auberge Dragon Rouge, which reminds me of Deuxième Porte à Gauche and Angela Grauerholz. Angela Grauerholz is a local photographer. She does nice things like the Auberge Dragon Rouge burger. Notice that sort of piece of bacon that makes it look like it's going to be flying. It looks like it's going to be nice. It looks like it's pretty. They got a wonderful terrace, but ultimately it's nothing really that special. This is Joli Fou. Oh, you guys don't agree with me? The Joli Fou is, like Mary Chouinard and Pierre Ayotte. It's where, if everybody's been busting my chops recently about what's a romantic burger, Le Joli Fou has a romantic burger. Now we go to La Parise, which is the granddaddy or the grandmother of just cool hamburger places in town. It reminds me of Margie Gillis and Paul-Émile Bardouat. These are like game changers. These are people who just made things different in the city. Without La Parise, we'd be sort of like the McDonald's down the street and the Harvey's and Burger King. There just wouldn't be burger joints. Margie Gillis did the same thing for Solo Dance in Town. She was just before a bunch of other things that just sort of made the city become the dance haven. And Paul-Émile Bardouat, he was the guy behind the Refus Global and just basically told the government and the church to stuff it. Where are we now? Oh yeah, it's based on, this is Tous les Jours, which is at the corner of Papineau and Mount Royal. It reminds me of the Ballet Jazz de Montréal and Jean-Paul Riepel because it is a classic burger. It is wonderfully done. It is just, they just do the stuff right. They're not being terribly original. That's me eating one of them. That's the Bliss Burger, by the way. It's, I think, about $3.50. It's delicious. If anybody wants addresses or anything like that or more info, just talk to me afterwards. I'm going to be around. We now have, that's the Charm Burger at Tous les Jours. That's the double patty. It's got some cheese in between it. It's joy. This is Patati Patata, which is the corner of Rachel and Saint Laurent. It's funky, it's scrappy, it's well known, it's underappreciated. It reminds me of La La La, Human Steps, and Serge Lemoyne. Sort of thing that, Edward Locke, who is the guy behind La La La, Human Steps, goes up, he then sort of makes stuff, gets lots and lots of press, and then disappears for 3 years making another one. Serge Lemoyne had the unfortunate habit of just dying way too early. Okay. Then we have, Five Guys. Five Guys is the interloper in the bunch. It's actually a small chain. I think they only have about 700 restaurants now. They just recently opened in Quebec. I know that there are a bunch of you who are waiting for them to open up in Old Montreal. It's going to be, I've heard, April. They remind me of Roger Sinha and David Altmed. I will explain to you later why, because that's Le Pickup, which reminds me of Au Vertigo Dance and Jean-Paul Mousseau. Le Pickup is down the street here. It's about but ultimately it was a disappointing burger. It was the sort of thing, it's so hip, it hurts. It's the sort of thing, they got the style, but they don't have the substance. That's not enough for you? All I've been showing is beef. We now have Smart Burger, which is a nice local chain. Started off in Laval. They're now opening, if anybody lives or works downtown, they've got the joint that used to be Pasta y Basta, which is right in front of the Roddick Gates. It reminds me of Jose Navas and Edwin Holgate because they're ultimately sort of not doing anything new. They're just doing good stuff. They're just pushing the boundaries. With the thing about Smart Burger being they actually grind your meat in front of you while you are there. But it's still a fast food joint. You get your burger in about 2.5 minutes, and that's the wonderful thing. That's the burger patty. Patisserie Philippe. It's the sort of thing where you have 2 cheeseburgers surrounding a burger. It's an off-menu item. Go talk to John, who is the son of Phil, and thank you very much.